Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow, you guys must have gotten good sleep last night. Welcome all to Bethlehem Presbyterian Church, you who are with us in our sanctuary this morning, and you who are with us worshiping online. We are so pleased to have you join us for our time of worship together this morning. I just have a few announcements this morning, and they follow what is in your bulletin. The deacons are continuing to collect non-perishable foods through the month of June. Donations will be given to Veterans Haven North. Mo continues to collect adult and children's diapers along with wipes. Ecumenical worship service in the park will be next Sunday, so we will not be here in the sanctuary. Those of you who are with us online, we will not be here in the sanctuary, and so I recommend that you find a favorite Sunday and worship with us on a past Sunday. And if made available later on in the day, we will post something if it's recorded at the park, but we will not be recording next Sunday morning here in the sanctuary. Service is at 9:30 in the morning, and we will be at Finn Road Park. Your preacher for next Sunday will be Reverend Chris Halverson, so you get a bit of a break. You get to hear someone else instead of this old lady. Also, next Sunday afternoon, we have a worship in the park. We have an afternoon with our own Peter Toth, who will be here in the sanctuary and sharing his amazing gift of music of other people who attend. There will be a free will offering that's collected and refreshments following the concert, provided by our own Bethlehem Presbyterian women. A hearty and sincere thanks from me to BPW for stepping up and doing that. You've saved me a lot of time and energy, so thank you. On Monday, June 30th, the North Hunterdon Ecumenical Fellowship VBS begins. And this is a round robin. We have been doing this for the last couple of years. This is a round robin VBS, and there's more information in your bulletin on this, but we will be meeting beginning on June 30th through the month of July, every Monday evening from 6 to 8 p.m., and the place varies. We will begin on the 30th of June at Highbridge Reformed. The following week, Spruce Run Lutheran, Highbridge Reformed, Spruce Run Lutheran, and Reformed. I will have this posted next week downstairs so that you have something to refer to. Invite your kiddies if you have grandchildren in the area or grandchildren visiting and you don't know what to do with them. Come to VBS. It's going to be lots of fun. I want to thank Darla and Priscilla for providing our fellowship hour goodies, and boy, are they goodies. I've already had a glance at the table. You guys are in for a treat. On a personal note, our oldest son, one of his childhood friends, had a house fire yesterday. There's considerable damage to the house, so we won't know if he'll be able to move back in. At any rate, they have lost virtually everything, and so I am asking if you have any women's large or extra large clothing that you're out. I would be happy to take that for Lana. Her shoe size is a size 7, and Kevin is an extra large shirt-wise. I don't know pants. I'll know more as they're going forward. They're in shock at the moment, but as a parent, I have always told my children, don't leave the house unless you have on clean underwear. How many parents have said that to their children? Okay, and how many kids do you think listens? They look at you and they roll their eyeballs. Our youngest son called and he said, Mom, I'm on a mission. I've just got to Target's and we're going to do a little shopping. I said, well, that's really nice. I'm thinking personal hygiene items, so on and so forth. What are you looking to buy? Oh, Mom, Kevin's got to have new underwear. No. They do listen. So, one last thing. Are there any other? Yes, Marcia.
I will be here in church by 2:30 next Sunday, so if you have
Thank you. By now, I'm sure you have all heard the latest news of what's happening in our world. I wasn't sure how I would approach that with you all this morning. My heart is really heavy over all of that has transpired in the last less than 24 hours. And some of my colleagues and I, we have been up and down all night long on Facebook and texting back and forth. So if I stumble through some of my sermon today, I apologize. Debating on what not to share. I just received a post from one of my dear colleagues and a longtime friend. And it's a poem that was written many years ago by Anne Weems. If any of you are familiar with Anne Weems, she's a Christian poet, and she has put out wonderful, wonderful things. And so I thought I would end our announcement time with this poem by Anne Weems. The poem is entitled, "I No Longer Pray for Peace." I no longer pray for peace. I pray for miracles. I pray that stone hearts will turn into tender-heartedness and evil intentions will turn to mercifulness. And all the soldiers already deployed will be snatched out of harm's way, and the whole world will be astounded onto its knees. I pray that all the God talk will take bones and stand up and shed its cloak of faithlessness and walk again in its powerful truth. I pray that the whole world might sit down together and share its bread and its wine. Some say there is no hope. But then I've always applauded the holy fools who never seem to give up on the scandalousness of our faith, that we are loved by God. That we can truly love one another. I no longer pray for peace. I pray for miracles. Let us bring our hearts and our voices and our mind to worship.